World is heading to the future and taking architecture on the same route to grab everyone's attention at once. And Saudi Arabia is no exception, as it is well known for so many exceptional architectures when it comes to buildings. Saudi Arabia has come up with some crazy building ideas before, but their plan to build a 170-kilometer-long skyscraper is taking it to another level. The $1 trillion megastructure will hold up to 9 million people, and residents will be able to commute end-to-end in 20 minutes. But how will they make it happen? Let's find out. As climate change rapidly advances, many Middle Eastern states are aiming to make the transition from carbon-based economics to alternatives that attract people from around the world for tourism, business, work, or to live. One such example is development known as Neom, to be built in Saudi Arabia. It is a $1 trillion megaproject launched by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and will be surely part of the desert complex of Neom. At first glance, it looks like the start of a futuristic dystopian movie set on a far-off planet. But these are the plans for the state-of-the-art linear city right here on Earth. It's called The Line, and the architectural vision behind it is fantastical. 2 mirrored skyscrapers stretching more than 100 miles across the desert will provide homes for 9 million people. So let's take a look at the tons of features and other cool elements that are going to be a part of this megacity. As mentioned, it's going to be a futuristic megacity, and ever since it was announced in 2017, Neom has gained an insane amount of attention for proposed flourishes like flying taxis and robot maids, and also received criticism from human rights campaigners who say local residents have been forced out to make way for its construction. But first things first, for those who don't know about the main area, Neom, it's basically a regional Silicon Valley spread over 26,500 square kilometers. In short, it's a huge hub of economic zone in northwestern Saudi Arabia and plans to house 9 million people by 2045. Back in 2021, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman first revealed his plans for the line in January, and recently, further details have been unveiled regarding the designs and some other cool features that captured everyone's attention on the internet. Now, the moment you look at the pictures of this city, so many Hollywood sci-fi movies circulate in your head, and Star Wars would be the first one, because the whole city shows a sci-fi inspired interior, with angular glass structures contouring in different shapes over an artificial river. You also get to see the trees climbing up, which will be fully powered by renewable energy in the sprawling tropical metropolis, and that exactly looks like a Star Wars set. So, giving you some major Star Wars vibes, imagine entering this amazing eco-city and exploring the futuristic city that has always been a part of the movies coming to reality. On the construction and design, bin Salman himself stated that I wanted his country to house a construction project as iconic and timeless as the pyramids of Egypt. He also claimed that he wants the Metro line to be ready by 2030, although engineers have said it could take 50 years to construct. In addition, one of the key parts of the eco-city is that it will be 200 meters wide and run on pure 100% renewable energy. As per the plan shared, the city will be sandwiched between 2 500-meter-high, 170-kilometer-long mirrored exterior facades that cut through the vast array of desert and mountains. As per the Wall Street Journal, if fully completed, the skyscraper will run from the Gulf of Aqaba through the mountain range and then extend along the coast into a desert aerotropolis. In addition, Neom stated in its website that the line is built for humans, not technology. It is conceived as a cognitive city that predicts and reacts to what we need, not the other way around. In order to change business as usual, the city's design will be completely digitized and the construction industrialized to a large degree by significantly advancing construction technologies and manufacturing processes, Neom stated. Furthermore, unveiled for the first time last year, the line is being designed to connect 4 distinctive ecologies: coastal, coastal desert, mountain, and upper valley. Multimedia presentations have added color to what until now had been a concept that even some of the project's planners had found difficult to visualize. The slickly produced films show a megacity that partly resembles the Death Star with hanging gardens. Apart from all this, Prince Mohammed has also told aides and planners that he wants Saudi Arabia to have its own version of the pyramids and is known to want the kingdom to be as renowned globally as other regional countries. However, the extravagance of the project and its various manifestations over the past 5 years have led some analysts to wonder whether it can even get off the ground. With little access to the site, the only 8 years left before residents are meant to move in, It's a lot to take on trust, said one consultant who works closely with the Saudi Arabian government. And then there's the interior in the system. It's hard to excise that. In addition, Robert Mogilnicki of the Arab Gulf States Institute in Washington told Agence France-Presse, the concept has morphed so much from its early conception that it's sometimes hard to determine its direction, scaling down, scaling up, or making an aggressive turn sideways. To show off the exquisite side of the skyscraper further, Neom also launched an exhibition in Jeddah to share the recently announced design of the line with the public. The show included detailed designs, renders, and architectural concepts of the line, enabling visitors to better understand the scope and complexity of the project. So, Prince Mohammed is hoping for a nationwide population boom that he says will be necessary to make Saudi Arabia the world's biggest crude exporter, an economic powerhouse. That's the main purpose of building Neom, he said, to raise the capacity of Saudi Arabia, get more citizens and more people in Saudi Arabia. And since we are doing it from nothing, why should we copy normal cities? Adding to this, facing a population boom and a large percentage of young people looking for employment, he said Neom would generate up to 380,000 jobs. Now, Saudi Arabia is also focusing on another major problem by building this futuristic city, and the idea is urbanization. However, the idea of solving urban problems by creating a city from scratch isn't new, as it's been tried before, from Brasilia and India's Chandara and Malaysia's Putrajaya and Masdar City in Abu Dhabi. As Carlos Felipe Pardo, a senior advisor to the New York Urban Mobility Alliance, notes, this solution is a little bit like wanting to live on Mars because things on Earth are very messy. Pardo, who's based in Colombia, tells NPR via email, despite starting with a clean slate, such elaborate urban plans have generally created new urban settings where problems have also arisen, Pardo says. While he grants that the approach can take some typical city challenges head-on, Pardo says that it doesn't help people already living with problems elsewhere. Looking at designs for the line, Pardo worries that its high-tech approach seems to ignore people's desire to simply go outside, to experience something in a city that isn't man-made. This seems impossible, greatly limited, or just plain artificial, he says. Still, Pardo adds, I'm sure several characteristics of this design could be integrated into existing cities, and it would be great to have a way of doing so. Officials had earlier said Neom's population would top 1 million, but Prince Mohammed said that the number would actually hit 1.2 million by 2030, before climbing to 9 million by 2045. The eye-popping total is part of the hope for a nationwide population boom that Prince Mohammed said would be necessary to make Saudi Arabia the world's biggest crude exporter, an economic powerhouse. So the goal for 2030 is to have 50 million people, half Saudis and half foreigners, living in the kingdom, up from roughly 34 million today. And then, by 2040, the target is 100 million people, he said. That's the main purpose of building Neom, to raise the capacity of Saudi Arabia, get more citizens and more people in Saudi Arabia. And since we are doing it from nothing, why should we copy normal cities? So, a city with no roads, no cars or emissions, a high-speed rail line that makes end-to-end travel no more than 20 minutes is going to be a reality soon. But will this linear city actually work the way it's supposed to? Well, only time will answer that. But looking at its current magnificence, it will be hard for anyone around the world to beat a city like this. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will be back soon with more amazing content, so stay tuned. And don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our latest updates. Thanks for watching.